It's on. Hi everyone. Today we're going to finish Dante's Route. I think I have only like a couple minutes left. Yeah, because this is a part two. It's in the title, but just in case I'm gonna say this is a part two. We stopped at the time where we met Zeno, like the guy with like the green hair. He's like a scientist right there. We stopped right after he like got away and everything. So we're gonna continue. I don't think I have anything else to say. I'm gonna be honest. Yeah, let's go. Oh yeah, and also just something that I say every time. The thing on the top left is not the game itself; it's my computer who's lagging. So like, sorry about that. It's a bit annoying, but since it's in the top left, I don't think it's too bothering. So let's keep going. I forgot what we did though. It's only been a couple of days, but I forgot what we were at. So sorry if I'm a bit lost. But yeah, we're gonna keep going even if I don't remember. Raul should be waiting for me. Time to finish up for today. It takes a moment for Dante to find his way, but soon he's walking down another alley to get to the bar. Hmm. I think it's the same alley that Sears was in. With the night ending, people are starting to return home, if they have one. Tired yawns, drunk ramblings, and happy hollering can be heard, though Dante takes the quieter streets on purpose to avoid them. It always helps, but only so much. Even the back alleys have other people in them. Dante quickens his pace, listening despite himself for any surly remarks or angry slurred muttering. Why do you care? Personally wouldn't care about that too much. He's never been the type to ignore rowdy drunks. They didn't ignore him either, which has been a blessing at least until Orion caught on. It wasn't really losing control if some idiot on the street swung at him first. I don't know about that. Yeah, I guess. The fights were an easy way to burn off his restlessness, but when he first started working as a cop, Orion had hardly left his side at night. He used to drag Dante away from the busier streets, repeating over and over, like a broken record, a very annoying one, for Dante to just ignore them. And he's right. Drunks don't make for challenging fights anyway. They're a waste of his time. He's good at it by now. Ignoring them, not jumping at every chance, doesn't mean he doesn't want a fight. Damn vampire. I should see if he'll fight me again soon. He fights you? Why would he do that? Orion is not to be underestimated as an enemy, which is why Dante has been trying to round him up since day one. He only managed to bait him once, by picking up Alice. Dante hadn't liked what happened after that. Well, why would you do that? Why would you want to rate people to this level when you want to fight them? It's kind of stupid. No shade, but like, but the end result was positive. Orion had agreed he needed an outlet, so they started sparring here and there. Not half as often as Dante would like, but better than nothing. I'm going insane. Everything is just messing with me on purpose. I don't know. I think you're just angry. I mean, don't get me wrong, the situation is frustrating, but you're just angry to be angry. As much as I like you, I think you are. Fucking work, fucking case no one cares about except for Orion and some higher ups I've never even seen before. It's right when he has that thought that someone stumbles into Dante's path. Watch when you're fucking walking. Damn. See, you're just angry. Again, I forgot what happened with Zeno. Maybe if Zeno like angered him, that's why he's so angry right now. But damn, I don't remember Zeno being like super irritated. Damn. Dante flares up. The alcohol stench coming off the man is so bad that it itches in his nose. The man jolts, swaying from left to right. He's muttering something under his breath, but as he raises his head, the murmur quickly grows louder. It's incomprehensible nonsense. Half syllables that are connected in no particular order, more sounds than words. They stumble over each other as the man's face distorts, veins bulging out and eyes wide open. He screams, a bestial cry, as he raises a fist, swinging it towards Dante widely. Bastard, you picking a fight? Right now? Oh my god. I'm just not into fighting at all. I'm not. So like, I'm just like, oh my god, do we have to be doing this right now? Seriously, especially because he's on a job. Like, Dante tries not to focus on the delight buried under the anger of his words. He catches the fist. It's surprisingly heavy for a man with such a thin build, and throws a punch right back. It connects hard enough that he can hear a crack. He expects the man to either back off, surprised by the resistance, or just keep swinging. What he doesn't expect is how the man turns, not at all reacting to whatever just broke. He bares his teeth, getting ready to bite right into Dante's hand. Dante pulls back his right hand, using the other to grab the man by the hair and swing him against the wall. Oh my god, there is a dull thud and the man slumps down. Did you just kill someone? Oh my it's not funny. Did you just kill him? Oh shit, come on, seriously? And you're just not worried about it at all. Like, we're not gonna mention it, you're just gonna. Okay. Dante groans. The man is not strictly human. Under the alcohol, the sense of other supernaturals, he smells like wizard. I guess since he's like strong and everything, but you're not worried about the fact that he's on the floor, like not responding. Sadly, him being a wizard doesn't exactly fix his human frailty, and as Dante strains his ears, he can't hear him breathing anymore. Shit, well, yeah, you thought you this was unnecessary. Just kill someone. The desire to ignore the situation is strong. If he just killed a man, that is going to become a giant. Then that's going to become a giant mess. The gun doesn't quite settle in. There's too many other emotions taking up all the space. But he knows that Orion wouldn't leave. Neither will Raoul. He's neither of them. But he won't be able to look them into the eye if he doesn't take care of this. Dante kneels in front of the body, quickly checking the man's situation. The impact against the wall was not bad enough to kill a person. The punch before that was worse, and even that appeared to have only broken the man's nose, doing no further damage. Then why is he dead and not breathing? No, the man shouldn't be dead, but here he is. What the fuck? Throws a punch at me first and then has the audacity to die in front of me. Son of a bit. G- mm. I'm going to hold my words because I don't know if my video is going to get like not to get flagged or something, so I'm gonna hold my words. But you. What do you mean died in front of you? You punched him as much as he started. He didn't die in front of you just like that. Wait, Dante squints at the corpse. Aggression followed by sudden death. No way, it could be. Oh, yeah, the whole drug thing that we're going through right now. Dante reaches out to touch the man again when. Oop! Dante whips his head around, staring down the street. Seconds pass, but what he first thought was the sound of a single, isolated step doesn't return. This night can get any weirder. He heard like footsteps? Is that what they meant by step? Uh, he sighs, returning to face the corpse. You should be more concerned about hearing footsteps. Is that if that's what he meant by steps? You should be more concerned about that. He doesn't get to focus on it. This time, it's not an unknown sound. It's a voice, almost right next to his ear. Wasting no time to think, Dante throws himself in the opposite direction, scrambling to his feet and distancing himself from whoever has managed to approach him without even audibly breathing. There was no smell to warn him of the stranger's presence. They smelled like nothing. Ooh, oh yeah! I remember he's like on the cover of the thing. I forgot about you. They're suddenly there. looking at the dead person, and then returning their attention towards Dante. He knows the stranger is looking at him without seeing their eyes. Ice seeps through his veins, an almost physical sensation as it steals his breath away. When the hooded figure straightens, their clothes rustle, which is the only sound around them. This person is. The odd clothes he's wearing don't belong to North Haven, or even this country. He stands out, and not in a good or bad way. It's the same way you'd notice an adult among children. There's something empowering about him, to the point that it feels like a single flick of a stranger's finger could end a life. His sheer presence is enough to make Dante freeze up in terror. Shit, did I just. Even just his gaze is terrifying. Part of Dante wants to run away, or at the very least lower his head and not be noticed. It's kinda too late, but like another part of him thinks differently. How fascinating. I've never met anyone like this. He doesn't like to bow down, not even when he's as intimidating as he is right now. The different sides of him pull in opposite directions, ultimately rendering him completely motionless. Fights until the hierarchy is established. There is no surrender. A hellhound does not lower their head to someone who does not earn their submission. Submit because a fight is not necessary. This person, being, creature is far above him. It's stupid to not understand this, and accepting another's strength is not shameful. His human side, quiet till now, chimes in. When you see someone scary, isn't it better to run? Am I gonna have to choose right now? Oh, he's here. Hi girl. What do you know about this one state? Ooh, his hair is like standing up. Was his hair like that before? It's like kind of like a dog. Sorry, it's like standing up. The hooded man talks, interrupting his thoughts. Thoughts. His voice sends shivers right down Dante's spine. It's not a request, it's an order. He has to answer. He doesn't try to fight this, at least. There's no reason to. I don't know them. Dante's voice is shaking. He swallows heavily and puts a hand on his throat, forcing himself to calm down. He will not stutter from fear like a helpless pup, but they might be one of several deaths caused by the same thing. The man hums. After a moment of contemplation, he moves closer. Ooh. The closer he gets, the more Dante wants to leave. What is he? Ooh. I've never met anyone or anything like this before. What is he? What is he doing here? You can't really go anywhere right now. The man towers over Dante when they stand in front of each other. There's a pair of eyes shining under the hood, staring right into him. Caused by what? At this point, it's getting harder to breathe. Dante's instinct is screaming, run away or lower your head. Just stop looking. Stop risking his anger. Stop risking your life. I'm not going to run away. Fear is choking his throat, but Dante doesn't move his eyes away out of sheer stubbornness. He has run away too often. He's had enough of it, even in the face of potential death. You're not running away? Did you expect me to? Don't you want me to give you information? The eyes under the hood narrow. Dangerous. Well, yeah. He's not making you. Actually, I want to know more about the guy under the hood, like this. So, I guess I'm gonna stay, especially because he's not threatening so far. Question mark. The thought is like a hand on his shoulder, steadying him. Dante forces himself to assess the situation as objectively as possible. The stranger isn't threatening to him, not at all. Neither his aura or what's visible of his facial expression is an act of deliberate intimidation. The stranger is terrifying to stand across from, but he's not made any moves to attack. This is his natural aura pushing others down, not a conscious act. He's just asking a question. A prey that runs gets hunted. Stand your ground, don't give in. It's hard to hold eye contact with the man, but the longer Dante does, the more fascinating his eyes get. Can I see? He's old, very old. Why is he reading him? Aren't you supposed to be like scared or something? His eyes are not a lake, they're an ocean. Calm, calm right now, but the waves can build up high. There's no desire inside them, and no threat. All the man is doing is looking down at a curious thing he's encountered, giving it his attention for a mere few seconds. Breathless second pass. Then the man leans back again, and the pressure vanishes enough for Dante to inhale. Little things like you usually run away when I get close. You're not. How quirky. Is he calling me a pick boy right now? I feel insulted. Who are you calling quirky? Oh, he has big ass hands. It's huge. He has yellowy hands. Continue on with your night, young hellhounds. Don't forget to breathe. Ooh, so he knows everything. With that, the hooded man's attention span appears emptied. He turns his head up to the sky, pausing for a second. Then he walks off, our clothes rustling softly with every step. You know, his hair looked like that before, I'm just tweaking. By the time Dante manages to snap out of it, he's gone. Who was that? Someone like him would stand out everywhere. How is it that the whole city's not talking about him yet? I'm sure he can teleport or something. Not to mention, he knew what I was. It's impossible to tell the difference between a werewolf and a hellhound by scent alone. Did my reaction give it away? What else? When the fear is gone, there's nothing but awe left. That man is someone even the most powerful supernaturals in North Haven would bow to. That thought is almost pleasing. Our struggles are common within supernatural communities. There's always someone planning to overthrow the current boss. If that man stepped in, Dante can imagine much what would stand in his way. He's a EP designer, which you want to try. Would you want to try as in trying to know what would be in his way, like it's right here? I don't know what to answer to this. I'm gonna like, I don't want. I think he'd be desirable, but also he's not threatening. I don't know. I'm gonna go random with that one. He's thought about it, but Dante has been holding himself back from joining the fights. It's not an easy thing. The desire is almost desperate. The feeling tearing is inside the heart. But Orion has a hold over him. They have a deal. They have a deal. He's not going to mess that up. I'd love to fight that man or see him fight. Oh, that he was saying that he wanted. Okay, that's not what I wanted to say. I'm sorry, it doesn't matter. Even if the chances are slim, even if I don't survive it, his body yearns for something he can't quite grasp. He pushes the urge down. Stop that. Dante shakes himself. I'm not a pup anymore. No more self-destructive urges. The man is gone, and it's best not to think about him. If he does think too much about him, he might just try to follow him. Dante shakes his head. Back to work. He's very careful about this. At least right now he is. Like when he came, he was like panicking. Right there, he's just like, oh well, let's go back to work. I would think he would be more concerned. There's still a corpse on the ground, and also because of that, pushing away our stray thoughts, he approaches the body. Dante checks the man from head to toe one more time. The distraction helps. Looking at him now, Dante finally understands what Orion meant about knowing a victim if he saw one. The skin of the corpse has developed thin cracks. In the short time since it collapsed, it feels hard. as if the whole body surface has hardened. Well, at least it looks like it wasn't my fault, so that's something. The cracks have the slightest discoloration, but that's about it. He can still move the corpse's joints, so whatever has happened is mostly superficial. I don't know, again, he doesn't seem like quite concerned enough for me. Like, this is weird. What the organs look like, he couldn't say. I've seen people's insides before, but I don't exactly have an interest in them. That's a job for pathology. I'll have to get someone from the station to fetch the body. Sadly, he doesn't have a phone. They're giant brick-shaped things, unwieldy and inconvenient to carry around. Oh yeah, they're old. They're not in our years. They're like I forgot exactly what year it is. Raoul keeps one on him, but he's not there. He does, in theory, have a pager, but that's exactly where it always is, on his desk back at the station. He just really hates that thing. Contact to the station is what he has Raoul for, right? Still, there's no way he's going to carry a corpse on his back, so he has to inform someone. Time to wake some people up. There's enough houses around. He just has to sniff out a supernatural household, then ring long enough until he can tell someone to call the station. I don't know if that's the best method. I guess he doesn't have another choice. Like, no one known else can fight against the power of a police badge. The old couple Dante woke up wasn't happy, but neither was he, so they made the phone call obediently enough. Having gotten confirmation that someone was coming, Dante decided that his day was over. And what if this person doesn't come? You're just gonna leave the corpse there? This man doesn't seem to give a fuck about anything anyway, so like, go off. The couple will make sure no one steals the corpse. Oh, there's no way you made these people stay outside with the corpse in the middle of the night, bro. Like, come on. The bar is still open. When Dante enters, there's a handful of people sitting here and there. The Golden Cat is his favorite bar. It's a cozy place frequented by both supernaturals and humans in the know, which is perfect for enjoying a beer after a long day or night of work. A bit farther inside, Raoul is already waiting for him, sitting with two people Dante recognizes. Guess it's good that he had company while he was waiting. Halfway decent company, even. But he likes her. Yes, it's in like Sears's route. There's also this moment, but we see it from Sears's point of view, of course. You could consider Edgar good company for Raoul. They're both decent people with morals and all that. Sears probably not so much. The bar isn't that big, so they notice him the moment he enters. Dante feels Sears' eyes on him and involuntarily rubs over his arms, where the hairs are standing up. He takes a breath to calm himself. Nothing happened. So that's why it was acting so like closed off because he just saw someone die in front of him. Dante stops at the bar to order a drink first. He can hear Sears talking about him. Yes, I think it's so cool that you get to see like even if it's only like this little like boxes you can see the other characters. That's cute. Is he avoiding us? I think he can hear you. Yes, that was the point. Oh, cute. He ignores her for now, reaching to pet the cat sitting on the counter. She's the namesake of the bar and probably the only cat that doesn't care about getting petted, even when the one doing it is a supernatural. Sina purrs as he strokes to her fur, leaning into the touch. She's warm, small, and weak. Complete opposite of the man just now. A rough tongue licks the tip of his finger. Sina experimentally gives it a bite to see if he's not something edible and turns away in distaste when it's not. Bold kitty, not even worried if I might hurt you, huh? Please, I guess it's like he's like the trauma talking. He's like constantly concerned that someone is like gonna get hurt by him. And I've been like, damn, it's a cat. He scratches her here, but in a classic cat-like manner. The animal suddenly decides she's had enough and jumps off the counter. As she vanishes somewhere underneath the tables, the bartender returns. Here's your beer. Thanks. Beer in hand, Dante finally joins the group waiting for him. He takes the seat next to Raoul, pretending he doesn't notice Sears' unblinking stare. Sears and Edgar are a vampire and a human who run a private investigation agency together. Dante would find the partnership weird if he didn't know Oriane and his wife. We still make two abnormal pairs, two weak humans working together with two dangerous supernaturals. I can tell exactly where Raoul and Edgar can connect with each other. Edgar and Raoul have a friendly enough relationship to chat. Whoever they run into, oh my god, I'm sorry. I need to put my glasses maybe, but whenever they run into each other at the Golden Cats. As a result, Dante and Sears have also started running into each other. Sears is Sears is as nice as she always is, which means she's not. Okay, I mean it's kinda true. Love you, girl. That's why we love you because you're annoying in the best way possible. She jumps at the chance to tease him. Did you forget to brush your hair this morning, or did you run into trouble on your way here? If anyone's speaking on you, you can always let me know. I don't like animal abuse. He comment on that, but he has an easier retort. Thanks to having heard about Abraxas being around. Just ran into Abraxas, seen him recently? Sears doesn't even try to hide her disdain. Not really. Gotcha. I heard he and his agents were snooping around the museum that exploded, interviewing potential witnesses. Guess I'd be wondering about the city that sold it, keeping an eye on things. Ugh. If you haven't run into him yet, I'm sure you will. A lot. Having gotten the reaction he wanted from her, focus Dante's focus shifts to what she might actually know. There's always something interesting happening when the SSF gets involved. The SSF, or Supernatural Secrecy Force, is not like the police. It's an international security and intelligence agency tasked with ensuring that the existence of supernatural doesn't come to light. Abraxas is the captain of the SSF's North Haven branch. Dante doesn't care too much about them. They don't get involved with the police unless there's a problem, so they've never bothered with him. Even after Abraxas does visit the station, it's got nothing to do with Dante. But that doesn't mean he doesn't find their work interesting. It's entertainment, at least. Heard anything about that though? Sears just shrugged. Her disinterest would be believable if she didn't rattle off the next couple of sentences so quickly, making it obvious she's trying to change the subject. I'm not sure what you're asking me for. I haven't got a clue what they're up to. And speaking from experience, it's best if it stays that way. Actually, why do you even care? Aren't the SSF and the police supposed to stay out of each other's businesses as much as possible? I just made up a sentence. What the? Aren't the SSF and the police supposed to stay out of each other's business as much as they can? Unless it's related to whatever the two of you are working on. Raoul wouldn't tell us anything, but maybe you will. Did I read that? Hold on. I'm gonna reread it just in case. Unless it's related to whatever the two of you are working on. Raoul wouldn't tell us anything, but maybe you will. Raoul takes a sip of his beer, the same way he sips from his coffee when Dante is making talking nonsense. You didn't give me the chance to say anything, as if you would have told me the truth if I did. Sears stares Dante down. He holds back the wish to comment that if she had shared a story of her own, he'd be more inclined to talk. Well, since you asked so nicely, no, you suck. I mean, I don't know. I don't know that's your job. You are the vampire. Next to them, Edgar fidgets nervously. Oh my god. I choked on my spit. I'm sorry. Edgar fidgets nervously, then interrupts them carefully. Okay, well, you two look busy and we're in desperate need of a drink. We'll leave you to it. But come on, Sears. You've bothered them enough for tonight. How dare you? I'm perfectly lovely and pleasant to be around. She's not. She's not wrong. She's totally right. Raoul offers a wave, looking faintly relieved when Edgar gets up. Good to see you, Edgar. Yeah, cheers. Sears allows herself to get dragged away to another corner of the bar. Both Dante and Raoul watch them for a moment until Raoul glances at him. He's gonna beat my ass. Can she hear us from over here? Oh. Dante shrugs, making himself comfortable in his seat. This close, yes, but she's not that curious about it. Especially now when he's already distracted, talking to Edgar and the bartender. If you say so. Before we get into what happens, you run into a praxis. No, just wanted to mess with her. But they did mention the SSF at Mirage, so it's better if he's not on this case. Now give me the summary of what happened. Fonzino, he says he doesn't remember anything useful. I also ran into a hooded man who may or may not be a ridiculously powerful supernatural involved in all of this. And I found a corpse. So I woke up some random people to call the station. I love how he's casually saying all of this as if it's not like the most important information that anyone has gotten so far. And the information in question is like is like just a bunch of bad news. So Raoul stares at Dante for solid 10 seconds. Dante stares back, silent. You know what? I take it back. Tell me every single thing you remember happening. In order. In that order. In that. You serious? I didn't think your summary would be that bad. Maybe your instructions just suck if it was a summary. Hmm. Could you just be helpful for once? I'd like to finish up for tonight. So would I. The long version then. Partway through his retelling, Raoul starts to frown. Now he's tapping the table, eyes closed in thought. Dante waits, letting him start at whatever is going on in his head. Do I get another drink while he's thinking? Hold on. Before we talk more about this, I have two questions for you. So many questions today. It's his job. Like, what? That is sadly part of her job. What I just said. Number one, putting aside whether Zeno is actually involved and putting aside whatever relationship the two of you have, do you believe him when he says he doesn't remember anything about a new drug? Do you believe him? I do, actually. Well, yes. Well, yes, I think I do. Because as much as he is very, like, kooky and, like, all over the place, I think if he had a new drug, he would be proud of saying that he had a new drug. Especially because he likes us, he would just straight up tell us. And also, he was like very concerned and angry when you learned that whatever new drug is out there is like causing people so much like this level of harm. So like I think I do believe him on that. He looked honestly confused when he said he didn't recall hearing about it, and upset when he heard that people were dying. He's a drug dealer, not a villain. From what I know of him, he does forget things easily. The first three times we met, he couldn't even remember my face. But I don't think he would have lied if he did remember. It wouldn't be to his advantage to admit it. Yeah, but again, he's like very known to be a drug dealer and drug like maker involved. And like, I think he would just sort of be like, "Oh yeah, that's me." And after all, the police has not caught him. I think he's the guy that like the police have been trying to catch this whole time, but they just gave up because they keep missing him. Thing is, he doesn't care about advantages and disadvantages. Zeno's been threatening about all kinds of illegal stuff to me ever since we met. What I just said. This man doesn't give a fuck. My god. He doesn't think it's an issue. Raoul nods. Second question. What, accepting my word without complaining? I just want to hear your opinion, nothing else. Doesn't mean I agree or disagree. That mysterious stranger you ran into, would you say he's on our side or no? As in, does he want the unknown substance gone? Or to take it for himself? Or is he just curious? That's a really good question. I have no idea. He just came, was served cunt. He just came, served cunt, and went away. So, like, I don't know. For this record, I'm going to continue calling it a drug because it's easier than talking about an unknown cause. Does seem most likely for now, though. Too many addicts involved. That man, he wants the same thing we do. He's going to go against us. He's not involved at all. How the fuck am I supposed to respond to that? I get, to me, he doesn't seem to be involved at all. To me, he's like learning about it, like around the same time as us. I don't think he's responsible for it. I don't think he wants to help us specifically. But I do think he's like discovering this whole thing, and yet he has nothing to do with the product being like distributed. He's not involved at all. I have my doubt that he's related to this in any way. I know you didn't mean it seriously, but I do think he could be checking out of curiosity. Is that something you supernaturals do? Poke your nose into dangerous stuff for fun? That's what it's giving. The long-lived ones? Yes. The longer you live and the more power you have, the easier you get bored. It could be fair to assume you want a distraction from his daily life. I didn't meet him, so I'll take your thoughts into account for now. What do you think? I think that we should avoid a stranger who might be dangerous, unless we have a decent reason to assume that he's part of his situation. I haven't ever seen you worry about another supernatural strength. This is the first time. I don't think we want to run into him again. Dante both agrees and disagrees with that. As far as he knows, maybe he doesn't remember anything, but he knows something. The chance that any substance in North Haven passes him by unseen is just too low. It's not like Zeno filters who he works with. If you've got money and time, he'll take the job. I start by tracking down more dealers. If it is a drug, someone has to be selling it. Don't I get a say in this? You do. I've always said what I would do. What about you? How do you think we should approach this? Are you okay? I thought I was gonna have to answer. Look, I don't know, man. Oh, you have reached the end of the Burn the Midnight Oil demo. Thank you for playing. To support the full game's development and for more news on Burn the Midnight Oil, check out our Kickstarter, Twitter, Instagram, Tumblr, and Discord. Well, the Circe's demo was longer if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, it was because in Circe's route, she goes home and then other things happen. So yeah, so everyone, don't hesitate to play the game yourself. I got it on Steam. The demo, the full game is not out yet. I got the demo on Steam, and of course, if you can donate, don't hesitate to donate on Kickstarter, and don't hesitate to follow them on other social medias. Um, yeah, I think that's all I have. Yeah, when you click, I think it just gets you back to the title card. Yes. Well, well, I'm done. I didn't think it was gonna end now. Well, well, that was good. So I guess because I finished the game, like the whole game, since I did the two routes, except if there's something that I missed, then if I miss some things in Dante's route or Circe's route, don't hesitate to tell me in the comments. But I think I did everything. I don't think there's like major changes depending on the choices that you make, at least for now. So if I missed anything, don't hesitate to tell me. But I think I did everything. So far between the two routes, Circe's route is my favorite. I don't, and I think also the best video that I did so far was on Circe's routes for both parts. I had like also like Dante's part, but I had the most fun playing Circe's route. It was super. It was funny, but it was also intriguing. It was also kind of emotional because of like her what like happens to her before. Me trying to that's why I'm like cutting myself off right now because I'm trying to not spoil just in case. I'm sorry if I did like in the rest of the video. So like yeah, and so also if you don't know Serious Round, don't hesitate to watch my gameplay and don't hesitate to get the game demo for yourself to play it on your own because I think playing the game itself is also very fun. It's like some visual novels, they're because it's just a bunch of reading, it can get a bit boring over the course of the time. But this one, I really like it. It's like even if it's a bunch of reading, it's very well written. It's very well like paced. I guess that's the word I'm looking for. So it's very like fun to do even if you're just reading a bunch of words. So I really recommend this game and I'm really excited for when it's actually gonna come out, like the full game, because I'm actually gonna do I'm actually gonna play it on this. If it's not super expensive, I can maybe afford it. I'm either gonna do it or I'm gonna watch a bunch of YouTubers that I like play it. So I think that's it. Yeah. Oh yeah. That's so I'm done with the game. Thank you for watching my playthrough. But I have one announcement, quote unquote. I wanted to pass auditions for a couple of talent agencies. Just in case I'm not gonna say which ones, but I wanted to pass some auditions, and I wanted to mostly show my vocals. I don't think I have crazy vocals or anything, but because I just started last summer, like singing almost every day. I just started last summer, and I'm gonna post a couple of song covers, like short ones, on this same channel. And I wanted to ask you guys if you're seeing the end of this video or on my other videos. I wanted to ask you guys if you could maybe watch those covers and comment on it to give me some critiques, nice critiques. Don't be mean, please, but like constructive criticism on my vocals to know what I could like change up to make my voice sound more clear, and to know what I could change up to make my voice louder, whatever. Like, oh, I'm sorry, I hit the mic. If anyone has any experience in singing or like any like yeah, conseil. I forgot how you say that in English. I'm sorry. Conseil. Advice. If anyone has any advice to help me with my vocals before my auditions this summer, I would gladly take it because I really need it. I don't think they're gonna open auditions for '07 liners next year. If they do, it's gonna be only for specific branches. I really want to pass the auditions this year. So don't hesitate to look that up. I don't know when I'm gonna post the cover. I'm sorry, because I need to do a good take. I need my neighbors to be quiet when I record. is, and I need to choose the songs. So, and I need to get habituated to singing without backtracking, quote unquote. So, sorry if you're seeing this like today and the covers are not out like until days and days later. Yeah, that's it. I yapped a lot. I'm sorry about that too. I think it's been 5 minutes. I'm sorry. Um, Thank you guys for watching again. Thank you for listening to me yap about my auditions. Um, don't forget to support the original creators on Steam. Up there, you can see Steam, and on Kickstarter if you have money, if you can't afford it. Yeah, I think I think I'm done. Thank you so much for watching the video again, and thank you so much if you take the time to watch my covers and my auditions. Thank you guys. Bye. Bye.